Alright guys, thank you very much for tuning in to DB Styles videos. Today I'm going to go ahead, I'm out in the field, been out most of the day. It's kind of 37, 38 degrees. It's really cold, damp. We've had a lot of rain, but what I am going to do is I'm going to try to grab me a rabbit or a squirrel here midday. That way I don't have to go back in, get something quick to eat, and I'm going to start a fire. I'll show you how I do that in the field, and I'm going to try to cook it up. First though, I got to go get something, so please tune in. Alright, we got something at least to eat. Alright, so I just shot a squirrel. The point of this video was more so just basic bushcraft. So what we're going to do is start a little fire with a flint, and I'm going to go ahead and butcher this up. I've been out all day. It's cold and wet. It's actually like 37 degrees, so I'm going to make a little lunch before I go on and do other things. So right here's the squirrel. Got him with a 17 caliber. Alright, so I don't suggest watching this if you're a little squirmish, but we're going to go ahead and skin this, and I'm going to get a fire going too. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get a little fire going. It has been raining for about 2 weeks, pretty much daily. It gets sprinkled, so everything's pretty wet right now. So what I did was I came into this pine. We're just going to prep up everything quick. This pine's nice and dry underneath compared to a lot of the trees. So what I'm going to do is prepare everything before we get it going. That way everything's ready to go. So I'm getting some smaller stuff right here. This is going to be broke up. This is once we get our fire going, we're going to feed it this. That way we're sure to get things going. And you can get some bigger stuff as well. If you live in an area where there's pine trees, it's pretty good to be able to get this. It's nice for starting a fire. Now if you can find some sap, it's nice to get, but it's not always available. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a dead piece. Oh man, my hands are cold. We're going to take a dead piece right here, and you're just shave. See how you... See, it's still going to be pretty wet, but what we're going to do is we're going to shave off little fine pieces, basically. And that's going to get us a little bit of tinder to start. Now, if you were out in the wild and you had to do that, get going, it's a lot harder with a flint. Honestly, I travel quite a bit with just like a cotton ball with petroleum jelly, or dryer lint's another thing that's pretty good at being very flammable. So we're going to go ahead and get a fire prepped, alright? There you go, look at that. Nice and dry. So I have a lot of this dry stuff. Also, this is what I was talking about. I mean, if you're not in an absolute survival situation, it doesn't hurt. This is dryer lint. That one's got a little bit soaked in petroleum jelly. Some more dryer lint. There you go. Just gently blow them, but I don't want to blow it out. This is why I said get a lot of that stuff ready. You can hear it hissing. A lot of that stuff's still very wet. Now this can work sometimes. This is like a little bit of sawgrass that was in the field. These are still, ooh, pretty damp. Better fix that. All right, so what I'm gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead, and I got a green limb. In other words, something that's live. This is gonna be what I use to actually do my squirrel up. It's no different than like if you're gonna do a marshmallow stick, honestly. So the big thing is keep an eye on this. You know, make sure you keep feeding it, getting it established. All right, that's why it's important to have a lot of that wood there available ahead of time. Alright, so if you're squirmish, like I said, don't watch. This is while this is going, what I'm gonna do is prep this squirrel, keeping an eye on the fire. So I carry one of these. These are just a cheap little sharpener. I use my knife for a whole bunch of things, probably things I shouldn't. So one side's a rough sharp, the other side's for ceramic. So yeah, he pretty much got destroyed in here. But that's alright. You can use your hands quite a bit. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of peeling it in, and then I should be able to just pull it up. You'll be able to go so far. I have to use this a little bit. The knife, there's not a whole lot of meat on that. If it was a bigger squirrel, maybe. This is actually a tiny, tiny squirrel. Now, it doesn't hurt if you can wash it. Alright, so on this is the squirrel's back half. I put this right here between the hocks, and then I made a little slit up in the rib cage just so I can hang this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this in here for a second. This is why you use a green wood. So if there was any hair, it's pretty much going to be off now, man. So there's multiple ways you can do this. To each their own. I simply am taking a Y wood, like a Y-shaped wood, and I create like a little crotch. Okay? And I push in the ground, and I just push this other one off of it. And what we're going to do is we're going to rotate that a little bit. But you can rotate it over just like that. Alright guys, not that it was overly exciting, but that's how I do it at least. This is definitely done. I probably overdid it a little bit, but I'm not going to say like squirrel's my favorite meat, because it's really not. But it's a small lunch. See, I'm going to stay out in the field all day. I don't know if you can see that there. There's a bunch of turkeys working up in the field above me. It's not turkey season, but there's definitely a lot of them. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Again, this wasn't really about so much the squirrel hunt as it was doing the other part, but you definitely should practice ways to make a fire without using things like the lint and stuff, but I think it's good to learn. But honestly, like most time on the field, I don't mind taking that. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to try to do some more, so please subscribe and hit that like button at DB Styles Videos. Until next time.